What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day as always. If you guys haven't already subscribed, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Today we're going over another cop video. So you guys absolutely killed it with the views on the last video, and so we're going to do another one. Now this one's from a while ago, and this one's in my black Grand Cherokee. So this one's a little bit different than when we got pulled over in the Wrangler. This one was because we had no fenders. The massive 40s. If you guys haven't checked out the video, I'll go ahead and link it down below in the description for you. This one actually kind of is not even something we did wrong. It was just like kind of falsely accused of doing things. So let's go over all that now. All right, guys, so it's a new day and it's raining. I was working on the black WJ, and so we can't do that anymore since it's raining. Let's go over this cop story with you. This video has been like on and off. I've been trying to make it for a few days. We just got super busy, so let's go over all of that now. So first, let's go over a little backstory. So it was me and my friend Devin, and I'll put a picture of his Jeep up now for you guys. And this was back when all I drove was this black WJ right here. It's a 2004 Jeep WJ. Pretty mild build, honestly. It's on a 4-inch lift 32, so nothing crazy. It's not like we look like we were out there destroying fields. I don't even think the Jeeps were really that dirty. And there's this like dirt road near where he lives. And we really weren't even into off-roading then. Like, we'd never been to Roush. We'd never been to real off-road places. All we've ever done was go mudding and stuff like that. So I was up there hanging out with him a couple times, and let me add this too. So a lot of my friends, irresponsible, and I could see myself getting into trouble with for things like this. However, Devin is probably one of my most responsible friends. So we would not get in trouble for something like this. But we were out there and we were just driving down this dirt road. I think we were taking pictures or videos or something. We weren't destroying anything. We weren't doing donuts or messing up the dirt road in any way. We weren't even doing anything wrong. We were basically just driving up and down this dirt road, which you're legally allowed to drive on. It's not like it was some private road or anything like that. I do remember parking on this little dirt mound on the side of the road, and maybe that's what the big deal was, but we weren't anywhere we weren't supposed to be. It was literally like an inch off of the road, and it was maybe 6 inches tall. It was just a little pile of dirt. It was back when I thought flexing my Grand Cherokee on a small pile of dirt this tall would have been something cool to do. We took some pictures and stuff like that. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. We weren't destroying anything. Next thing you know, we're driving down the road and this white pickup truck pulls up, kind of gets in front of us, and the guy gets out to talk to us. Next thing you know, me and Devin are both stopped, and it's some guy who, I'm not really sure what he did, honestly. He wasn't like a police officer, security, anything like that. Nobody with authority to kind of hold us there, but we were stuck there. And now looking back at it, if we were like now, someone with no authority pulled up on us and we did nothing wrong, and they were like, you got to stay here till the cops come, all that stuff. Honestly, now I'd probably just leave. However, back then we didn't have our licenses for long, never really been in trouble before. We didn't really know what to do. Honestly, it was probably my first like encounter with police officers that was like we were possibly doing something wrong, even though we weren't. We were basically accused of tearing up this dirt road and all this stuff. I believe it's like a wildlife place, and they accused us of doing all these donuts there, messing up the dirt road, driving off of the road and like on trails and stuff like that. We had done none of that. We did not like do anything there. Of course, this was before I recorded everything for YouTube videos, so I did not really have proof if this happened or did not happen, which isn't really a terrible thing because there was also no proof that we did do it, even though we didn't. But nowadays, if that happened, obviously we record a lot for YouTube, and I would have it on video that we did not leave the trail, didn't leave the dirt road, didn't mess anything up. So we'd be fine now. I'd have full evidence that we didn't do anything. But back then, we just weren't recording anything, didn't really post anything of our Jeeps. We were just doing it for fun. But we were sitting there for no lie, like an hour and a half. We sat there for so long that Devin's girlfriend at the time, they're now married, but Devin's girlfriend came, and we were there forever. Like, we were there for a very long time waiting on this police officer. I believe it was more than like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. We were waiting forever for this to happen. Just kind of sitting there. We were talking to the guy. He wasn't really being rude and aggressive or anything, but he definitely wasn't happy, and he definitely thought it was us that destroyed the road. It really wasn't even messed up, I don't believe. But the guy definitely thought it was us, and he was making us wait for the police officer. The police officer finally arrives way, way later. Like, it was probably at least an hour, 15 minutes. So we've been sitting there wasting our time, our day for quite a while at this point. The police officer shows up, starts talking to us, talks to the guy, talks to us, kind of realizes that it probably wasn't us that destroyed the road. We really weren't doing anything wrong. And there was no evidence against us proving that we did, so there was really nothing he could do. So it was a waste of our time. It was a waste of the guy's time, whatever he was doing, whether he was like management for the road, whatever he was doing, wasted his time. Wasted the police officer's time for sure, because he had to drive way out of his way to go respond to this. just for it to be something stupid that there's no proof. This guy was just making assumptions that we had done something wrong. And that is when I took probably the best picture of my black Grand Cherokee ever. No, I actually fully remember taking this picture and sitting there, and I like had my phone up against my chest, trying not to make it obvious that I took a picture of my Jeep with the cop lights behind me and all that kind of stuff, because I did not want to get on the cop's bad side or make it seem like we were doing something wrong or anything like that. I just kind of wanted a cool picture of my Jeep with the police behind us, because we did nothing wrong, so it wasn't like we were in a bad situation, but it was just kind of a cool picture to have. But I remember being like real shy and like nervous to take the picture and everything. But it was kind of just like a huge, not really a mix-up, because we were accused of doing something wrong, but it was like the guy just assumed it was us because he saw us back there, and we were kind of just like forced into this situation because we had builds that were off-road builds at the time. Neither of us had really much done to our cars. I think that Jeep sat as it is now with like barely any lift. It's a 4-inch lift, 32s. It doesn't really look that built. It wasn't like bedline bumpers and everything. It was like literally just lift and tires. Like there was nothing else done to it. Looked kind of like a minivan, so I'm not sure why he thought we did it. But the guy was adamant that we had done it, and we kind of just wasted our entire day sitting on this dirt road. Biggest waste of time, and it kind of just sucked all together. Also, while we're on the topic of a video that sort of involves Devin and all them and everything, they did start a YouTube channel. It's called Only Off-Road. I'll put the logo up here in the corner for you guys and the link down in the description if you guys want to check them out. They're doing really good videos, some cool videos. It's a little bit different than what we do. They're doing a lot more like build-oriented videos and like walk-arounds, some camping stuff, some cool stuff like that. So you definitely want to check out their channel. They've been friends of mine for a very long time now. So I will link them down below. You guys may have seen the first post when they posted their first video. I threw it up on the community tab. Good friends of mine, so definitely check out their videos. They're doing some really cool stuff with their Jeeps, and they have some really, really clean builds. They live near a beach, so they're always out on the beach with their Jeeps, on the sand, all that kind of fun stuff. So some pretty cool and different content than what I'm posting, where we're just out in the middle of the woods just destroying our junk in the swamps and all that stuff. They have some really nice builds. He has a really clean XJ, put a picture up here, and his wife has a really clean TJ. I'll put a picture up here. He's got a bunch of friends that are also in videos. They have really cool Jeeps. Also, go ahead and go to their last video and comment, "Go to Roush with Josh." We'll let them know that they need to come to Roush. We'll film a big video with them, and we'll see what we can do there. Definitely would be a fun time, and I'm trying to go back to Roush, and we need to convince some of my friends to go back to Roush with us. Unfortunately, I do not have more video of this situation for you guys, since it was before we did YouTube or even had the idea of doing YouTube, so I didn't really record anything. I just have that picture, the story, and you guys seem to like the recent police stories with the Wrangler. So I figured, why not share one with the Grand Cherokee that we were in? That one was way less severe than the Wrangler one. If you guys have not checked out the Wrangler one, that one's linked below, like I said in the beginning of the video. Make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. As always, guys, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.